Marchant, author of the Dougal Daily series, and what I'm going to do now is show you just how easy it is to make up a story using a simple object. Now I just happen to have here a bag full of all sorts of stuff. I don't really know what's in here, so I'm just going to feel around, see what I can find, and oh, that feels quite interesting. Oh, here's something. Right. It's train. Trains are wonderful, wonderful things to have in stories. This one is a model train, and it looks like it was an old steam train because it's got a carriage which looks like it's got coal in it, which would have fired the furnace so they could have steam coming out, and that would have made it go along. And it's got those old-fashioned wheels as well. So this would have been one of those old trains that went puff, 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 and all this steam would have been coming out. Now this is a model. So let's start thinking about who might have owned this. Who owns this? Maybe it's a relative. Maybe it's a father or a grandfather or great-grandfather. And why is it special to them? What's so special about this? And who's got it now? Has someone found it? If so, where? Did they buy it? Maybe they were in a shop full of old junk and stuff and they saw it and decided they wanted to buy it. Maybe they found it in an old attic covered in dust and wondered who it belonged to. Perhaps it's magic. Perhaps when they picked it up, suddenly all the dust in the attic disappeared and was replaced by clouds of steam, puff of smoke, screeching and noises, and suddenly you're on the platform of a station and there's this great big train in front of you. Maybe you're still holding this, wondering how on earth you got there, wondering how on earth you're going to get back again. That would be a good story to write, wouldn't it? Or perhaps this is a real train. You can think about this as a real train. Even though it's a model, you might want to think of a real one. A train. Where's it going to? Who are the passengers? Where have they come from? Is someone on this train who's looking forward to travelling somewhere? Or is someone on this train who's escaping from something? Or perhaps they've left something or someone behind and they're feeling very sad. Imagine you're on a train. Where are you going? Where have you come from? Why are you on the train? Now that's a good start of a story, isn't it? Start answering those questions and you've got a story. Or perhaps it just is a model. Maybe you want to find out more about it. It says something underneath it. It says Royal Hampshire, Tregenna Castle, makers of fine art miniatures. So I think Royal Hampshire is the name of a company who make fine art miniatures. And this particular one is of the Tregenna Castle. So maybe you want to do some research and find out about the real train that existed. And you could write something factual about it. Something non-fiction about when this train was made, who by, and what it was used for. Or you might want to write a story about the actual train. Imagine a journey it went on, and perhaps you were on it. Perhaps you were the driver. Wouldn't that be fun? All sorts of things you can think of just by looking at this train. Now I've only been talking to you about this train for less than 5 minutes. Have you already thought of some stories about this train. Not necessarily stories that I've given you an idea for. Maybe you've got your own idea. Or maybe you want to find your own object. Just look around you. See what you can find. You could even close your eyes, pick something up at random and ask yourself, what is this? Who owns it? Where does it come from? What's so special about it? What's its story? Keep asking those questions, keep answering them, and you will have your own story.